Hey everyone, welcome back to this YouTube channel. I hope you are enjoying your life. I hope you are doing fine. If you don't know me, my name is Gulsan and I help you speak English fluently. And I am on a mission to become a fluent speaker in this language. Means I want to become a fluent speaker in English. So if you want to do the same, make sure that you subscribe to this channel because I am going to help you every step of your way. So let's get started and talk about the one thing that has played the most important role in improving my English. Today you are going to know about that one thing that played the most important role in making me a confident speaker in English. Although I have not become a fluent speaker yet, but I am trying my level best to reach that level soon. So if you want to do the same, means if you want to speak English fluently, to make sure that you are watching my videos every single day, because my every video contains a lot of value that I think there are a few people that are providing that much value on YouTube. So make sure that you're watching my every single video. So now let's get started and talk about the one thing that has played the most important role in making me this confident speaker. But before I talk about this one thing, let me remind you something. Let me tell you something that I am very sure that you know already. In case you might have forgotten, let me tell you that you are a human. And if you are trying to be perfect at speaking English, it can't be possible. If you are trying to learn everything, if you are trying to learn all the grammar, if you are trying to learn all the idioms, then you will start speaking this language. If you are afraid of looking stupid in front of people, if you are afraid of being judged by people around you if you make mistakes, then at this point, I can say confidently that you are wrong. You are making a huge mistake already. So what my point would be here is, start today. You are going to die one day, and everyone around you who might judge you are also going to die. So you don't have to worry about all those people. You have to focus on just one thing: improving your English communication. Because I know that if you improve to a point where you are expressing your thoughts very clearly in this language, you can get a lot of opportunities. This language can set you free. If you are living in India, people who speak English are perceived as an intelligent people. Although they are not intelligent, but they speak English and they are perceived as an intelligent people by those who don't know how to speak this language. So what I am saying here is, don't afraid of making mistakes, because you are going to make mistakes. There's no doubt about it. Because if you are learning anything for the first time, if you are learning to ride a bike, you are bound to fall off the bike. You are bound to fall off the bike. There's no doubt about it. But you shouldn't be stop learning because you might fall down. No, you have to learn this language if you want a better life. My point here is, don't give a shit about all those people who might judge you if you make mistakes. Don't give a fuck about all those people. Because when you give, they might hold you back from learning this language, or they might hold you back from doing anything that you genuinely want to do, but you are not doing it because you might be afraid of those people. Don't care about anything. Don't care about all the adversity, all the challenges that you might have to face in the face of your goals. So if your goal is to speak this language fluently, and if anything is coming in your way to stop you from doing this, from achieving your goal, that is to become a fluent speaker, you don't give a fuck. You should stop giving fucks. What I am saying here is, I am using rude words here, but this is to sum up what I have said is, don't give a shit about people. Just keep learning, keep improving, and focus on your goal. Now let's come to the point. The point was, what was the one thing that helped me the most reach this level, the level I am at? I am at this level because of that one thing, and that is because I listened to this language a lot. I kind of was immersed into listening to this language every single day since I started learning this language, and I would highly suggest you to immerse yourself in listening to this language. Listening is the secret sauce of anyone who speaks English fluently. If you want to speak this language fluently, I would suggest you to listen to this language as much as you can. Exposure, 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 exposure. Exposure is the key to becoming a fluent speaker. Exposure is the key to becoming fluent. Don't just expose yourself to YouTube videos in English. I want you to expose yourself to news debates in English. I want you to expose yourself to BBC learning. I would say that listening was the one thing that helped me reach where I am at today, the level I am at today. But how did I listen? What was the correct way to listen to this language? Because I have seen people making mistakes while they listen to this language. They switch from one podcast to another podcast to another podcast. They switch from one song to another song to another song. They switch from one cartoon to another cartoon to another cartoon. But this is, I would say, the wrong way of listening to English. If you want the most out of what you are listening, I would say listen to one podcast over and over again until you get the most out of that podcast, until you start understanding everything of that podcast. Download a podcast in your phone so that you can listen to that podcast without your internet and listen to that podcast over and over again. Listen to the same podcast for the next 10 days, 15 days, and then you come to this video and talk to me how much you have improved. Because now you are listening to the same pattern, you are listening to the same words, so the chances of you remembering those words are higher compared to when you were listening to one podcast, then you switch from one podcast to another podcast. Here you are listening to the same podcast over and over again, and you are remembering the sentences that are being said in the podcast. You are paying attention to the words over and over again. This is how I used to listen to English. Listening to the same podcast over and over again is the key to becoming fluent, because now you are listening to the same patterns, listening to the same words, listening to the same sentences, and you have higher chances of remembering them and using them in your conversation, because now you are kind of getting in the habit of listening to this language, and those words or sentences in directly coming in your mind that you might use in your conversation. Okay, so what I would say is download all the podcasts in your phone that you are comfortable with listening, and then start listening to the same podcast over and over again until you get the most out of the podcast. Then listen to another podcast, then do the same with that podcast. And if it doesn't work, I swear to God, come to this video and spread hate and subscribe to this channel and talk shit about me. I don't care, because I have applied this method to my speaking skill and it has improved my English to a huge extent. It's not that I have become a fluent speaker, now I have stopped trying to improve my English. No, I am still trying every single day to improve my English. I am working on my communication skills, because I believe that communication is kind of a never-ending process. The more you practice, the better you get. The more like this cycle goes on, you will never be perfect, as I have already told you. Okay, so if you found this video to be helpful for you, I want you to hit that like button, and I also want you to subscribe to this channel, because you are always going to get value packed videos on this channel. If you don't get value packed videos, unsubscribe to this channel.